today?
Hello, Suzanne. Yes, I'm always good.
Yeah.
I always feel good today.
Nice.
Yes.
So, as you know that it's Women's Month, right? And we want to be celebrating our females within our communities. That's doing a lot of things. And even this morning when myself and Althea and Kim came into the space, we saw that the ladies were busy with some things, that they wanted to give to the community and celebrate our females.
Yes.
But we'll get to that when we get to that.
Okay.
I wanted to ask you a question, Pastor Jenny. How did IDM start? How did it start?
Oh, I have to rack my brain because so many things have happened since the year 2002.
Wow, so it initially started 2002.
Yes, the idea.
Okay.
We never had a facility as such, but I was doing a lot of things from home. I was doing a lot of things in the community. I did lots of voluntary work. First of all, I took some courses as well.
Nice.
I took a geriatric course. We work with lots of senior and frail care people.
Oh, okay.
I did a course in that. A crash courses like 6 months,
Yeah.
And then I did a course in breastfeeding, because at that time, breastfeeding was very important, was highlighted. And those years, the medical world, and especially the baby clinics, they promoted breastfeeding.
Wow.
And then I went there to one of the clinics to do a voluntary course, where I will become a peer counselor for breastfeeding courses. And so I did that. That was all in 2002.
Wow.
And I'm just thinking back, and I'm thinking, maybe that's why I had to do those courses. I didn't know that there's going to be an IDM at that stage.
You didn't even know that you were preparing yourself,
for something.
For something
like
this.
But it's because I was at home, and I was just, doing things, and I thought, no, man, let me go see what I can do.
Wow.
And so myself and two of my neighbors, we decided we're going to give out sandwiches at the day hospital, where they help the senior people, old people. Where they come for their tablets, and they come and they sit, in the day hospital.
Yes, I know. At the public hospital, you sit from 6 a.m. till 6 p.m. Yes.
And that time, myself and her, we were young still. I was in my late, I wasn't 30. My daughter was about 3 or 4 years old. And my eldest son was in school. I think he was in grade 2 or 3, I can't remember, but they were very young.
Yes.
And I never had my third child yet. And then that's when me and myself and my neighbor, we went to the hospital, and we asked them, because when we go there and then we see other people sitting. So we took sandwiches, and we took our cups, and those foam cups, and we just said to them, they just need to give us hot water. And we made tea for the senior people sitting there while they're waiting for their tablets. And of course, COVID wasn't part of life that time. So we could hug people, and we could talk to people and all that. So that was my job, and I loved what I was doing. We used to go twice a week. And then this thing with the, and because I did a geriatric course, that gave me a more experience.
Yes.
And then I went to then at that day, or that same hospital, we met with a sister, and she spoke about the breastfeeding. Because the MOU was just next to that hospital.
Okay.
And she said that she would like us to do peer counseling for the young mothers that come in for antenatal classes, so that they can learn to do breastfeeding instead of spending all that money on buying milk. So we did that, and it was so good. It was so nice. And we even witnessed when they call us in. Witness how somebody's giving birth at the MOU. So I saw all that. So that was such an exciting time for me.
Nice.
And and then life went on, and then I went back to the secular world.
Okay.
So I went to work. For about 5 or 6 years after that, and then I said to my husband, man, I want to start something in the community. And so we went on and he looked on the computer and he thought, now what name can we give this project?
Yeah.
So then Impact Direct Ministries came about.
Wow.
I said, Impact Direct? That don't sound right.
Yeah.
Impact, you will say direct impact.
Yes.
But why Impact Direct?
Yes.
I said, no, that sounds like a catchy word.
Yes.
So that's where we started Impact Direct.
Wow.
And then we went on and I got people of the church, Jemima and a few other ladies. We were doing a lot of house. We went to give out soup, we went to give
House
out
visits, basically,
stuff
yes.
like that.
Yeah,
We never
yeah.
had a facility yet. Then one day, somebody came and they said, oh, they got a facility, they in Bridgetown, and this guy's name was, I can't remember his surname, Orange or something.
Yes.
He was the CEO of the City Mission at that time.
Okay.
So he availed that facility
Wow,
to us.
nice.
Tarantaro.
Nice.
And that's where everything started.
For IDM.
So,
wow.
so everything started in 2005.
Yes.
2002 was the groundbreaking.
Yes.
2005 we started our facility.
Wow.
Where we could get people to come in, where you can see them face to face. And we started because Jemima was the one that used to go to the houses to do people's feet.
Nice.
And so that's where we started our food care
Wow.
at IDM,
Wow.
Impact Direct.
Wow.
And yes, and the rest is history. As you know, we did a lot of work from there.
Yeah.
Like with me taking you to the head,
Yes. Yes.
So we did work with our community.
And Auntie Jenny, it's not just work that you do with seniors, obviously, because you explained now. Because I know that when people think about Impact Direct Ministries, they think, oh, they're only doing feet.
Yes.
But I personally also got an experience because I know you don't just focus on doing feet.
Yes.
There's also you do counseling.
Yes.
With marriage, with married couples, you do counseling with families.
Yes.
With single couples, you know.
Yes. Yeah, then we started because then ladies used to come because Jemima is from the community of Bridgetown.
Yes.
Everybody knew her, and they used to talk to her. She used to get a lot of people coming to her with problems. So she said, "No, come to the center."
Yes.
And then we started this counseling program for women at risk,
Wow.
women abused, and of course because Gail did a course in that, and
Wow.
Gail own personal life.
Yes.
In her own personal capacity, she would know how to counsel these women.
Wow.
So somehow everybody just fell in line.
Yes.
And then we started the women abuse, the women at risk, children at risk.
Sure.
Then we went to, we made friends with two ladies from the Q-Town Primary School. They're not actually teachers, they do breakfast runs for the primary school in the morning. So they came to see us. Oh, we met them at some meeting. Then I said, "Oh, come see us, we will help you." Then we used to help them with getting school uniforms for the Q-Town Primary School children.
Wow.
And we also did meals for them because they used to send the children to us who comes from broken homes.
Sure.
And at the end of the day, we got involved with the children's parents.
Yes.
And what we do, because they come, there's very little, they don't have supper. We used to make food for them, and then two of our young men, Brent and Gary, and I think Bradley, there was quite a lot of young men, used to take the food to the people's house. Then we used to cook twice a week for a family of 5.
Wow, Auntie Jenny.
For 2 families of 5 each.
Wow.
So twice a week we used to cook. We couldn't cook every night, but at least we did something. And that is how we got involved, and then things just spiraled up, everything just...
Yeah. You weren't just focusing on one thing anymore. You were basically servicing the whole of the community. It wasn't just seniors. It was families. It was people that live in circumstances that wasn't good for them also. Pastor Jenny, you mentioned something about the guys, the guys that was at Impact also. If I remember correctly, you also had, like, I don't know if it's called a safe house or a space for these vulnerable men that came from backgrounds that they used to be involved in drugs and gangsterism. Like, tell us a bit about that. Like, how did that journey start, you know?
These young men they came always word by mouth.
Yes, yes.
So they used to come there, and one father brought his son.
Mm.
And then he said, man, don't you have help for my son? My son is on drugs and all that. And then he started coming. Then he told his friend and his friend. I still remember a guy called Clinton.
Yes, yes.
A brain brought Clinton in.
Yeah,
Clinton
yeah.
heard about it.
Wow.
And so they came for counseling.
Yes.
And at the end of the day, they were delivered of their drugs, and
Wow.
they became part of IDM.
Yes, yes.
And then speaking about the young men who slept there, some of them, they didn't come from good homes.
Yes,
so
yes.
So we had a facility, a room
Wow.
with a bathroom and a little kitchenette and so on. So we had these boys sleeping there.
Wow.
I think there was 4 or 5 that used to sleep there.
Sure.
And then Brent was almost like a father figure to
Yes,
them.
yes, yes.
So Brent stayed in so
Yes.
he can watch them.
Wow.
So it was amazing
Yeah, yeah.
what happened there at
Yeah,
Impact
yeah.
Direct.
And Pastor Jenny, obviously you also have your own family. The ladies also have their own families, right? And now you need to see to more families. And I know it took a lot of sacrifice from you, you know, to be sacrificing your family, to be doing this for the community. Like, how did it feel for you as a mother to be able to support these young men and women from our communities?
You know, Suzanne, that was my fulfillment.
Wow. Wow.
Soos hulle sê in Afrikaans,
Yes,
ek kan
yes,
sê,
say it.
het was so maar lekker moeg.
Lekker,
You know,
lekker
it's
moeg.
moeg, maar it's lekker.
Lekker, yes, yes.
So in other words, when you do these things, you don't work a day in your life.
Exactly.
Because that's your daily life, that's your daily
Sure.
bread. You just
Yeah.
love what you do. It's a
Wow.
passion.
Yeah.
And it's fulfilling. And it's so fulfilling when you see your own family also getting involved.
Wow.
Your own children,
Wow.
they're getting involved.
Wow.
And so yes, that was just a passion, and I think it was my calling.
Wow. Wow.
So even doing this for the ladies for Women's Day, well, every year when it's Women's Day, we always see that we do something for the women out there. And you know, we used to run programs, Women's Day programs. Like on Women's Day, we used to go out to the shebeens,
Sure.
where there's a mother.
Sure.
I remember one year we went to, now because of the ladies, most of them are from Bridgetown, I remember Shamise still took us. I said, Shamise, take me to the most dangerous house
Wow.
in Bridgetown where there's a mother.
Sure.
So I baked bread, we all had bread, baked, we all summoned to bake bread. So each lady, 2 ladies went to our, 2 by 2 went into a house. Then they took the bread. And so this certain day, Shamise and I went to a lady here in Bridgetown. She said, Auntie Jenny, don't be shocked if they're going to swear at you. I said, no, I'm prepared for that. I want to hear, I want to see.
Yeah.
And we went in there, but this lady was so nice. She's like the matriarch of the
Yes,
gang,
yes.
as a real gang house.
Yeah, yeah.
And I took the bread there and so on. And I think that lady came to our church because we used to have services on a Sunday night. It was to call Holy Spirit Fire meetings on a Sunday night. And we invited her, and she actually came one night. I don't know what happened to her.
And you already, like, when you were talking about going into this dangerous territories, you know, people already told you they wanted to speak fear within you.
Yes.
But again, because the person that you are, and you were groundbreaker, you know, and you've been through a lot, and you've been working in the community with our people. It was like nothing for you. And when you got there, like you said now, this lady just received you. She was receptive, you know. And I think when you're passionate about something, and when you love your life out to serve your community and love your community and just give back, whatever the situation is or whatever it is they're living in, that doesn't even matter to you, you know. And that for me, it's really, it's a big deal, you know. And just looking at you, Pastor Jenny, you speak with so much excitement, you know, when you speak about it, the passion you have in your eyes, you know, the passion that you have within your face, just really, it warms my heart, you know, because to speak from my personal experience, of engaging with you. Whenever people ask me, because I personally call you Mom Jenny, and people ask me, so why do you have two moms? I say because she is a mother figure to everyone that she comes across. She treats young people like their mothers. Like I personally know Brent, I personally know Clinton, and all of them refer to you as Mom Jenny. And yes, that is what we want within our communities. Not just serving one part of our community, but opening up your heart and your home to your community. And that for me, it's mind blowing. And yes, like I said, you have your own family also, but again, the sacrifices you made for your family. And today, when you look at these young men or young women, like what comes to mind? Because I'm gonna be honest, all the young men and women that came through your hands, the way they're at now in their lives, my goodness, I get goosebumps when I think about it. Like, how do you feel, because you have invested your time, your love, you have sacrificed, time for these people. Like, how do you feel when you see their post online maybe, because I know with COVID now, you're not able to engage with the young people that you've been with, but how do you feel when you see all of these amazing stories of where they were at and where they're now? Like, how do you personally feel, Pastor Jenny?
I must say, when I see this post, it gives me a feeling of, okay, relief and fulfillment.
Yes.
Knowing that is this. But I don't actually, I don't actually put myself and say, oh yes, it's because what I did.
Yes.
I'm so proud.
Exactly.
I'm really proud when I see these guys on the social media, when I see people like young Alan, when he speaks out there, all proud and and then I feel so proud, man, of our young men and women, even though I don't see them often or they don't see me often, but we know, you can be reassured that we feel very proud. I feel very proud and Pastor Roger feels very proud. And today we can rest. Many times when I'm at home now I'm thinking, what do ek but I think my work is done. Not done, it's a new season.
Yes.
So what we're doing now, we're doing lots of consultation.
Okay.
On Zoom, my husband and I, we do lots of consultation.
Oh, nice.
And so new projects are coming up, but it's got nothing to do with because I think this project, we've done that.
Yes.
We've done what we were called to do.
You've set the foundation.
So we do lots of consultation with people from outside, not people in our sphere, people from out of town. There's somebody from a farm out there in the Boerland. He wants advice from Pastor Roger. He says he's got all these vegetables and he don't know what to do with them. So now we give him advice, we tell him. So I think we are there now. I mean, we're senior citizens. I'm a senior citizen. I'm now also a geriatric now.
Yes.
I should run after geriatric. Now they must run after me.
But you're still going, you're still moving,
yes,
Pastor Jenny. You're still moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
But so I'm there now, and that's my life. That was
Wow. I think we wanted to ask this question as to like, what do you do at IDM? But you answered everything in one go, So I don't think we need to pose that question still. But just looking at you, you said you were senior. You look absolutely beautiful, Pastor Jenny. It's the grey hair that does it for me, I just love it. You said you were senior. Can I ask you how old you are?
I'm 71 years of age.
Wow.
I turned 71 in June.
Wow. A 71-year-old young woman that's still making a difference within our communities and showing our young females, not just females, but our young men, our young people out there, that they can still do it for themselves, and still sharing the love,
Definitely,
and that for me, it's definitely a big deal, Pastor Jenny. Again, thank you for sharing your heart with us,
You're so welcome.
And is there anything else, like I know there's a lot of young young people or a lot of women, seeing that it's Women's Month, you know, is there anything else that you would like to share or tell our women out there, you know, that's going through, and we don't know what our people are going through, you know, that's maybe going through a difficult time, you know, because I know sometimes all of us, we go through a dip within our lives, you know, and we don't usually speak about these kind of things, you know. So is there any kind of encouragement to those people out there that thinks or feel that nothing will come right in their lives ever? Is there anything you would like to share with those ladies?
Yeah. All I can say to the young ladies out there, we were all created for greatness.
Yes.
There is greatness in everybody.
Wow.
There is something, there's potential, there's purpose, there's passion for every young woman out there. And if they can only tap in, and if they're welcome to come to IDM, if they need any help, if they need anything, if they're sitting with a problem, a domestic problem or a personal problem or social problem, they're welcome to come to IDM. And we in Kivit Road, they can come here anytime for counseling. Because we won't mind, we'd love to have to help other people. Because it's you know, sometimes we don't have we come from different backgrounds and different circumstances. So everybody's circumstances are not the same. And some circumstances seem so hopeless. There's no way out. But I can say there is a way out. They must come to IDM and they'll find a way out. There's nothing is impossible with God. He will give you a way out. And come meet some of our ladies who've been there.
You
know?
I agree.
And see real life ladies who've been through life and look where they come and overcame all their difficulties. So I can just encourage the young people, especially the young ladies. And I'm thinking, I was listening to the TV the other day, they were talking about Women's Day, and I'm thinking they're not making a big fuss about Women's Day or Women's Month. And I'm thinking, but there's actually nothing, in their minds, there's nothing to celebrate. Because we're having COVID, so many people are dying, so many young people, so many children are losing parents. So what is there to celebrate? And then I felt that feeling of hopelessness. And then that I reminded myself, that is how somebody's feeling today. But I can say there is hope. There is hope, and they must contact us, IDM. We started with women at risk, children at risk, helping children with their schoolwork even, going to the schools, looking at, speaking to the principal, doing referrals. Maybe the children need to go to a special school or to a social worker. We did all that. But because there were people that were willing to go the extra mile. So we are willing to go the extra mile at IDN for any young woman who wants to come in.
I can definitely agree with that when you speak about you help any young person that walk through your door. Because I personally know it happened to me as a single mother, you know. So yes, thank you again, Pastor Jenny, for sharing your heart and just for being yourself and just for being real, you know. So yeah, thank you so much, Pastor Jenny.
You, Suzanne. Thank you very much for the interview. I was really I'm really pleased that I could speak to you.
We are happy that we can capture these moments, you know, because a lot of the times these kind of stories don't get shared with the world about what it is. Just mentioning all the things you do, I think I already got a bit tired there, but because you mentioned a lot of things, but like you said, when you're tired, it's a good time because you feel relieved that you've accomplished something.
And what I also like to end off with this, that you can go to bed at night knowing you helped someone today.
Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you.